Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Easy English Talk.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Mike. Today's topic might sound simple at first, but it's actually really useful for sounding more natural in English.
Yes, today we're talking about the weather, but going far beyond just it's hot or it's cold.
Have you ever felt completely stuck in a conversation? Like you're standing there saying, it's cold for the fourth or fifth time, just hoping the other person will say something interesting back.
Oh, yeah, it is an uncomfortable feeling, just sitting in that silence.
It really is. So today, we're going to fix that for you. Welcome to a relaxed deep dive. Our mission today is to explore a truly universal topic, how to talk about the weather in English.
It sounds like such a simple goal, but it is incredibly powerful. The most people learn how to say it is hot or it is cold in their very first English class.
Right, of course.
But if you only use those basic phrases, conversations quickly hit a wall. To sound natural, to sound fluent, and most importantly, to actually connect with people, we need to upgrade your vocabulary.
Yeah, exactly. And today we are looking through a fascinating stack of sources, a collection of linguistics papers and ESL teaching guides to find out how native speakers actually use these words. But before we get into the new vocabulary, we really need to understand the strategy. I mean, why do English speakers, especially in the UK, the US, Canada, and Australia, talk about the weather constantly?
Well, it comes down to social psychology. In those cultures, the weather is, it's the ultimate neutral equalizer.
The neutral equalizer.
Right. It is a shared experience that affects absolutely everyone in the exact same way. So it does not matter if you are the CEO of a company or an intern on your very first day. If it's raining outside, well, you both got wet.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, you would never ask a total stranger a deeply personal question about their family or their finances while waiting for a bus.
No, definitely not.
That is way too high stakes.
Precisely. Imagine you step into a lift, an elevator, and your boss's boss walks in.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You have 30 seconds of silence. You want to be polite and show that you are friendly, but you do not want to be intrusive. So the weather is the safest cultural tool you have.
It's an invitation.
Exactly. It is an invitation to acknowledge the other person without demanding too much from them.
So if the weather is our best tool for starting a conversation, we need sharper tools in our toolbox. Let's look at how to measure the intensity of the weather, starting with the heat.
Okay.
We need to break the habit of just saying hot.
Yes, because the word hot only gives us a temperature. It does not tell the other person how the heat actually feels.
Right.
And small talk is all about sharing a feeling. So the linguistic data we gathered points to 3 excellent words for extreme heat.
Let's unpack those. So when it is very, very hot, almost unbearable, you might say, it is boiling. Boiling, like a pot of water bubbling on the stove.
Yeah, or you might use a word that describes a very specific heavy heat. Sweltering. Let's pause on that word so you can hear the shape of it. Sweltering. When it is sweltering, the air feels thick. It is an uncomfortable, exhausting heat. You feel tired just from opening your front door.
Oh, I hate that feeling.
Right. The social energy on a sweltering day is just very slow and sluggish.
But what if the air isn't heavy, but the sun is just, beating down directly on your shoulders? The sources give us another vivid word for that. Scorching.
Scorching, yes.
Scorching means the sun is incredibly strong. You can almost feel it burning the pavement. So we have boiling, sweltering, and scorching. But wait, if it's just small talk, why does the specific word matter so much? Like, can't I just say, it's very hot and get the same result?
Well, you can, but you miss a subtle opportunity to bond. When you look at someone and say, it is absolutely sweltering, you are not just sharing a fact.
You're sharing an experience.
Exactly. You are sharing a physical burden. You are saying, I am uncomfortable, and I bet you are too. It builds immediate empathy.
I see. But we need to balance that, right? What if it is hot, but you are actually enjoying it?
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't use a heavy word like sweltering. You would shift to a pleasant phrase, like it's a lovely warm day.
That shift is crucial. And looking at the ESL guides in our research, there's a very common trap that adult learners fall into.
Oh, what's that?
Often, when we learn new, exciting vocabulary, we want to use it all the time. But using extreme words for mild situations, well, it confuses native speakers.
Oh, it feels a bit like choosing spices when you were cooking a meal. Like you would not throw the hottest ghost pepper into a simple, relaxing soup.
No, you wouldn't.
You match the spice to the experience you want to create.
Taking that spice analogy further, if you overspice a dish, you ruin the meal. If it is only slightly warm outside and you confidently announce it is absolutely boiling today, the native speaker might look at you strangely. They will think you are either exaggerating or that you are just very bad at handling the heat. We must match the word to the true intensity of the environment.
So we have the heavy, slow energy of the heat. Let's move to the other side of the thermometer. The cold requires a totally different kind of social energy, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. When it is cold, people are usually rushing. They are hurrying to get inside. So the language reflects that sharp, urgent feeling. Instead of just saying cold, you can elevate your vocabulary with the word freezing. Freezing.
Freezing. And if the wind is hitting your face and it actually causes physical pain, the sources highlight a fantastic phrase. Bitterly cold.
Bitterly cold, yes.
That describes a sharp, aggressive cold that goes right through your winter coat.
Notice the discomfort in that phrase. But again, we must measure the intensity. What if it is not freezing?
Yeah, what if it's just a little cold?
Right. What if it is just cool enough that you need to put on a light jacket before you take a walk? We use the softer word, chilly.
Chilly.
Think about the difference in feeling. Bitterly cold is aggressive. Chilly is mild, gentle, and sometimes even refreshing.
Temperature is only half of the experience, though.
Yeah.
I mean, the temperature is what we feel on our skin, but the sky is what we see with our eyes.
So true.
Let's look at the vocabulary for rain, wind, and clouds.
The visual environment gives us so much to talk about. Let's start with the rain. Rather than relying on it is raining, we can describe the volume of water. If the rain is incredibly heavy, we say it's pouring.
Pouring, like pouring a jug of water directly onto the street.
Exactly.
You can also add emphasis and say it's absolutely pouring down. But what if it is just a tiny bit of rain? Just very small drops hitting the window.
For that, we use the word drizzling. Drizzling is a light, gentle rain. You might not even need an umbrella for a drizzle.
And then there are those days where there is no rain, but there is no sun either. You know, the sky looks like a giant, flat, gray blanket.
Yeah, the technical yet very common word for that is overcast. Overcast. The sky is completely covered with gray clouds blocking out the blue.
Let's add some wind to this gray picture. If the wind is strong, loud, and pushing you around as you walk down the street, we call that blustery.
Blustery. It perfectly describes a gusty wind. A wind that does not blow constantly, but comes in fast, heavy bursts.
Contrast that with a light, pleasant wind. A wind that just gently moves the leaves in the trees. We call that breezy.
Blustery is wild. Breezy is relaxing. And if we look at the sociology of this, there is a reason we have so many descriptive words for bad weather.
Why is that?
In places like the UK, complaining about an overcast sky or a blustery day creates a temporary alliance. It is a phenomenon we could call shared misery. Grumbling about the rain together makes people feel connected.
Well, I understand the bonding aspect of shared misery, but I have to push back a little on this cultural habit.
Okay, go ahead.
We spend so much time learning how to complain. What if it is actually a beautiful day outside? Do we just stay silent?
Oh, not at all. Sharing joy is highly effective for building connection, provided you have the right phrasing.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Our sources emphasize several natural, positive expressions. Instead of a basic, it is good, you can elevate your language by saying, it's a gorgeous day today.
A gorgeous day.
Or the weather is absolutely beautiful right now.
There is another phrase in our research notes that really stands out to me. It's perfect weather for a walk.
Oh, yeah. Why does that specific phrase catch your attention?
Because it moves the conversation away from just staring at the sky. It connects the weather directly to human activity. When you say it's perfect weather for a walk, you are engaging with life. You are painting a picture of what is possible today. It sounds so much more natural than just reporting the weather like a news anchor.
That is a brilliant observation. You are shifting from describing a fact to describing an experience.
So we have this rich vocabulary now. Sweltering, chilly, drizzling, blustery, gorgeous. But, you know, a native speaker does not just walk up to someone at a bus stop, look them in the eye, and shout the word blustery.
No, that would certainly be a memorable interaction, but probably not the friendly one you are hoping for.
Exactly. Knowing the words is only step one. Step two is stringing them together into a natural flow. Let's analyze the art of the conversation opener.
Well, an opener is an invitation. You are asking the other person if they're willing to engage with you. A classic foolproof opener is a simple question. Can you believe this weather?
I love how versatile that is. If it is absolutely pouring down, you shake your head and say, can you believe this weather? And If it is a gorgeous sunny day, you smile and say the exact same thing. Can you believe this weather?
It does the heavy lifting for you. Another casual option, perfect for colleagues arriving at the office, is, "This weather is crazy, isn't it?"
Let's slow down on that specific phrase, isn't it? Because the linguistics papers highlight this as a major stumbling block.
They do.
Lovely weather we're having, isn't it? Many learners completely forget to use those question tags at the end of their sentences.
It is a critical piece of the social puzzle. If you walk up to someone and say, "It's freezing today," you are simply stating a fact.
Yeah.
The sentence is finished, it is closed. But when you add the question tag and say, "It's freezing today, isn't it?" well, you completely change the psychological dynamic.
How so? Like, what is actually happening in the other person's mind when I add, isn't it?
You are lowering the social stakes. By asking, "Isn't it?" you are explicitly giving them permission to just say, "Yes, I agree."
Oh, I see.
They do not have to think of a clever response. You have made it incredibly safe and easy for them to join the conversation. It turns a closed statement into an open door.
Let's demonstrate how this flows. Let's do a quick role play.
Sure.
Imagine we are neighbors. We don't know each other very well, but we are both taking our trash out on a deeply cold morning. I will start. Morning. Can you believe this weather? It's absolutely freezing.
I know. It is bitterly cold, isn't it? I heard it's supposed to warm up a little by the afternoon, though.
Oh, I hope so. I was worried it would stay this overcast and cold all day.
No, it should clear up, and it might even be sunny later.
Okay, let's break down why that short interaction felt so satisfying. We use the advanced vocabulary, freezing, bitterly cold, overcast.
We did.
We use an opening question.
Yeah.
But we also avoided another major conversational trap.
Yeah, a pattern we see in the research is the dead-end statement. This happens when someone treats small talk like a factual test.
Right.
If I say, "It is cold," and you simply reply, "Yes, it is," the conversation dies instantly. We hit a wall.
To avoid that wall, we have to move the conversation forward. In our role play, you didn't just agree with me. You shared a prediction. You said, "I heard it's supposed to warm up."
Sharing a prediction or a piece of information gives the other person new material to work with. You can use phrases like, "I heard it's supposed to rain later."
Or, "I think it's going to clear up soon."
Yes. Clear up is a fantastic phrasal verb, meaning the gray clouds will break and the blue sky will return.
You can also share your personal plans to keep the momentum going. Like if you say, "It's so sunny today, I might go for a walk later." You have successfully transitioned from the neutral topic of the weather into a genuine conversation about your life.
Exactly.
The other person can now easily ask, "Oh, where are you going for a walk?" And suddenly, you are no longer strangers just talking about the sky.
Let's practice that forward momentum one more time using a positive scenario.
Okay.
Imagine we are coworkers and we are stepping out of the office building for a quick break. I will open the conversation. "Isn't it a gorgeous day today?"
It really is. Perfect weather for eating lunch outside.
"That is a great idea. Let's find a bench instead of staying in the break room."
It is such a simple formula, but it works every single time. Question tag, positive vocabulary, and connecting the weather to a human plan.
Now, we have covered the extremes of hot and cold and the dynamics of rain and wind. But to truly master this cultural tool, your vocabulary needs to adapt as the calendar pages turn.
Right, because the seasons bring their own distinct flavors of weather.
They absolutely do.
Let's journey through the year. Let's start with spring. Spring is a season of relief after the winter. The perfect word to describe comfortable, gentle spring weather is mild.
Mild. It means the temperature is entirely forgiving. It is not aggressively hot and it is not aggressively cold. You don't even really notice the temperature. That is a mild day.
But spring inevitably turns into summer. And in many parts of the world, summer brings more than just a scorching sun. It brings heavy moisture into the air.
Oh, yes.
The word for this is humid.
Humid. That is a word you can almost feel on your skin. When it is humid, the air is thick with water vapor. Your sweat does not evaporate. It's terrible.
It is often deeply uncomfortable. And going back to our earlier vocabulary, when it is hot and humid, that is exactly when you experience a sweltering day.
The progression makes perfect sense. Eventually, the heavy summer breaks, and we enter autumn or fall. The leaves change color, and the air fundamentally changes its texture.
Yes, it does.
The best word to describe autumn weather is crisp.
Crisp, just like biting into a fresh, cold apple.
I love the sensory detail of that word. Crisp describes weather that is cool, fresh, and very clear. You might need a sweater, there's a light chill, but the sun is bright and the air feels clean.
It is an energizing feeling. And finally, that crisp air hardens into winter. We already discussed freezing and bitterly cold, which focus on pain and urgency.
Yeah.
Well, winter has a quiet, beautiful vocabulary word too. Frosty.
Frosty.
Frosty means the temperature has dropped just enough overnight for ice crystals to form. When you wake up, you see a delicate layer of white ice on the green grass, or you have to scrape the ice off the windows of your car. That is a frosty morning. By using seasonal words like mild, humid, crisp, and frosty, you show incredible situational awareness. You aren't just reciting words from a dictionary, you are observing the world around you and painting a vivid picture for your conversational partner.
It proves that you are present in the moment.
We have covered a lot of conceptual ground and some highly strategic vocabulary today. Before we finish, we are going to do a slow, deliberate review of the 10 key descriptive words from our sources.
As we go through these, I encourage you to pause. Think about the physical sensation or the visual image each word represents. Repeat it in your mind or speak it out loud. Internalize the strategy behind the sound.
Okay, let's begin with the heavy, exhausting, uncomfortable heat. Sweltering.
Sweltering. Now the mild, gentle, refreshing cold. Chilly.
Chilly. The light, gentle, quiet rain. Drizzling.
Drizzling. The strong, aggressive, gusty wind. Blustery.
Blustery. A flat sky completely hidden by gray clouds. Overcast.
Overcast. Beautiful, deeply pleasant day. Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Comfortable, easy, gentle weather. Mild.
Mild. Heavy, wet, sticky summer air. Humid.
Humid. Cool, clear, energizing autumn air. Crisp.
Crisp. And finally, a morning covered in delicate ice. Frosty.
Frosty. By integrating just those 10 words, your ability to navigate English small talk has dramatically expanded.
What is truly fascinating about this study is realizing that mastering these specific words is not about passing a grammar test. It is about accessing a culture.
Right.
When you stand next to a native English speaker and casually mention how crisp the autumn air feels, or how blustery the wind is today, you are signaling to them that you understand their social rules. You are offering them a moment of friendly, safe, human connection.
You are building a bridge using the most neutral material on Earth. So here is my challenge to you today. Wherever you are right now, take a moment to look out your window, look at the sky, feel the temperature in the room or outside. Choose one of these new words to describe exactly what you are experiencing. Is it overcast? Is it getting a bit chilly? Speak the sentence out loud. Use a question tag. It's a bit overcast today, isn't it? Claim that structure for yourself.
Applying the vocabulary immediately to your real environment is the most effective way to ensure the knowledge stays with you.
As we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with one final thought to explore on your own. We have established that in places like the UK, the US, Canada, or Australia, talking about the weather is the primary cultural tool for building trust with strangers.
Yes.
But think deeply about your own home country in your native language. Does your culture rely on the weather to break the ice? Or is there a completely different, universally understood neutral topic, maybe food or traffic or local sports, that serves the exact same psychological purpose?
That is a wonderful lens through which to view human interaction. How do different societies engineer their small talk to make strangers feel safe?
It is something to think about the next time you find yourself waiting in line.
If you enjoyed this episode, remember to subscribe and share it with a friend who is learning English too. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and take care of your English.
See you next time on Easy English Talk.
Bye, everyone!